Chow.com, and welcome to another Driving with John Chow. You know, I went through the whole weekend not knowing it was daylight savings time because I was just oblivious to the fact because my phone, my computer automatically adjusts for the time change. And it wasn't until I got in my car today and I realized that, hey, what? It's 11 o'clock? No, it's supposed to be 12 o'clock. I just found out now we went for daylight savings time, and so for the weekend on Sunday, you know, I wake up and I see, you know, my clock was, you know, my phone already adjusted for it, and so it already sprang forward. My computer sprang forward. All my other clocks, you know, they're all hooked up to some kind of, they account for it. And except for the Mercedes, you know, you figure with all the technology this car has, you figure it would automatically adjust for daylight savings time, but no, it does not. It's an hour behind. Yeah, unusual. Anyway, on to my main topic. I'm currently reading a book about income inequality, and I've also read several blog posts, and you've seen some infographic about the growing gap between the rich and everybody else. And yeah, it's true. I mean, let's face it, most of the money in the last 25 years has been gravitating to the top of the income scale, and while the middle class is slowly withering away. Now, you can look at these two groups and ask yourself, what's the solution? And if you're reading articles, blog posts like Huffington Post, you will see that the comments on there are usually pretty much the same. You know, it's tax the rich, you know, redistribute the income, cut off the tax loophole that they are using, that kind of stuff. And they figure that's their solution, right? But, you know, I have a much more eloquent and better solution to income inequality. And it's very, very simple. See, when I see a chart between the 1% and 99% and showing how the 1% is taking most of the money, my solution is simple. Be part of the 1%. Yeah, there you go. Be part of the 1%. Now, you might think that's like a really strange answer, but you gotta look at that's how I think. You see, I see two groups. I see the winners group and I see the losers group. And basically, I want to be part of the winners group. And here's the thing, see, you're not forced into being a member of the 1% or a member of the 99%. See, you have a choice. And that's the great thing about this country. We have a choice. We can choose our destiny. And sadly, most people let society or let culture, let family, let friends, let school, they let outside factor determine their destiny, when the truth of the matter is their destiny is 100% controlled by themselves. Right? So, when I'm given a choice, when I'm seeing news articles about saying, you know, all the money is gravitating to the top, and governments are not shutting down loopholes, and that the 1% gives more to a political party than the 99% combined, I see that and I go, well, it's pretty simple. I mean, I could be part of this group and reap all the benefits and make all the money, or I could be part of the other group that gets all used up and basically just considered a human resource. Not that hard. It's not that hard for me. Right? That's how I see it. That's how I see things. Now, mind you, yes, we do, not everyone can be a member of the ruling class. We do need people that clean up the streets and you know, get my coffee at Starbucks and stuff like that. But the point of the matter is, it's still your choice. You choose where you want to be. So if you want to be part of the 1% and you choose that, then the next step is really simple. Look at how they do their thing. Look at how they operate, and basically do what they do. Like, for example, most of the 1% don't have a job. They don't work. They have businesses or they have an investment that make the money for them. Right? So if you want to be part of 1%, and you have a job, then obviously you're doing what the 99% are doing. Right? This is why I don't have a job. I don't have a job. I mean, I'm just allergic to working at a job. I just don't do that because, the 1% don't do that. The rich don't do that. And the other thing, well, most of the 1%, most of the income comes from investment. Most of the 99%, the income comes from a job. They have very little investment. Matter of fact, most of them are within like 2 paychecks from going broke. Okay? So, want to join the 1%? Look at what they did, look at what they do, read books on them, find out how they operate, and see if you can do the same thing. And I'm happy. I'm actually happy to report that, based on my income level, I am a member of the 1%. So, I guess you could say that if you want to join me, then do what I do. Read my blog, because that's what I blog about. I blog about how to do what I do. And if you actually do it, then you can actually join me in amazing sunny Southern California. It's amazing. Today right now it's 76 degrees right now, and so it's definitely top down weather. So yeah, that's basically it. What I have to say today. Basically, like I said, if you can look at income inequality, the best way to solve income inequality is, well, like I said, for me, is join the winning team. Basically, that's it. And because a lot of it's attitude. Like I said, I see a lot of people, they see the chart about income inequality, they go, oh man, this is so unequal. These rich bastards are taking all the money, they're paying out the politician, they're doing stuff, they're doing this, they're doing that, and they're taking all the resources, that kind of, etc., etc., etc. And I say, if that's the case, then why don't you can't beat them? Why don't you just join them? Right? Why don't you just join them? Come join us. There's lots of room at the top. This episode of Driving with John Chow was sponsored by HostGator. HostGator is my official web host. They're a fantastic service. Use the coupon code JohnChow25 to get 25% off any HostGator services. Okay? That's it for today. Like me, comment, welcome your feedback, and I'll see you guys on the next episode of Driving with John Chow.